Alright, so we're back in the world of Space Marines 2, and we got quite a bit to talk about in this one. First things first, there's a lot of confusion on what to expect with the upcoming launch. Recently, the team released a full 1-year plan of what to come, and a lot of players are not sure about some of the things listed here, so we're going to be clearing that up. Next, the team dropped a really cool quick 1-minute trailer that goes over some of the things to expect while you're playing Space Marines here in the next couple of weeks, alongside some really cool resources for you guys to check out leading into the launch. And finally, some players have some pretty high expectations of what to come in Space Marines 2. We're going to set the expectations to a more reasonable level, just so players are not too disappointed when the game actually fully releases. We got a lot to talk about in this one, so let's dive right on in. Before we dive into the video, just keep in mind we are doing a giveaway, 2 giveaways actually, for Space Marines 2. One here on the YouTube channel as well as one in the Discord. There will be a link in the description for the Discord as well as for the giveaway, so be sure to go check that out if you're interested in getting your hands on a free copy of Space Marines 2. The launch is like a week away, so you may want to jump on top of that. I love giving back to the community, so yeah, check that out. First things first, check out this post from Cool Flanker 27. The season pass encompasses all of the premium content shown in the roadmap, not just the Ultramarines DLC. So you can see here it says Season 2 content will be released between October and the end of the year. Among the free content, you can expect a new operation map, a new enemy, a harder difficulty level, a new weapon, and various other improvements. Season Pass owners will be able to unlock new cosmetics based on the Dark Angel chapter, the color schemes, heraldry, a weapon skin, and a champion skin, a unique full armor set for the Bulwark class that's very unique to the Bulwark, which is kind of interesting. And as you can see, and according to this guy, Season Pass is almost 1 year worth of cosmetics just for an extra $20. Isn't that really cheap? And yes, that is, in my opinion, actually fairly cheap. Any other company, like, I mean, Activision or many others, would have easily charged for every single one of these individual seasons to basically have to buy the battle pass. This is a full complete thing. I believe a lot of players, including myself if I'm being honest, were expecting to support it. I think when I talked in my video yesterday about the actual update that's coming for the next year, I was like, I'm gonna buy every single one of these, like, you know, pretty much every single one of these updates, and not realizing you just buy the seasonal battle pass once and you get the whole entire thing the entire year, which is actually pretty insane. I guess we all been conditioned by like many other companies to just expect to buy a battle pass like every month or every 2 months or whatever, but it looks like the team here at Focus Entertainment is really going to be giving us like one real big deal for 20 bucks. And though the game is a full price title, which I'm going to probably be getting the Ultimate Edition, I definitely think it's actually going to be worth it. But let me know down in the comments what you think about this. Now recently, probably like within an hour of me making this video, the team just launched a brand new video called Craft Your Playstyle, which basically go over, you know, some of the things and features you expect to see in the game or should expect to see. I'll be having it playing right now on the screen, so you'll be seeing it now. But I did notice something very specific that was really cool that I don't think a lot of players noticed. From what I remember, originally we were supposed to be getting 6 missions initially, but if you look at this actual scene here, we actually have access to a 7th mission. So I do believe, and don't quote me, but there's a very good chance that we're going to actually be having a little bit more content than we initially thought. I don't want to like speculate anything, because this could just be, you know, maybe they just have a different version than what we're going to be getting and they have more content than we're probably supposed to have. But ultimately, this is something I don't think a lot of players noticed with this, because again, it just dropped. So I just wanted to point that out just in case players did not catch that. But also, while we're on the subject of talking about crafting your own individual playstyle, I want to show you something really cool. Just know I am going to be showing some minor spoilers, I guess, to some degree. This is something that's been shown for pretty much any creator who's actually covered the game. I'm going to be showing something really quick, so if you don't want any spoilers, maybe move on. But we have all skill trees, all mighty paints, and screenshots, so not my best work. And as you can see here, we have quite a bit of information here. It's going to be showing pretty much all the different skills, all the different abilities that the individual Space Marines have. So if you are interested in seeing how they work, some of their skills like that, this actually has them all. If you're not familiar with how it works, there's like pretty much 4 categories of passives that you can select for your Space Marine to kind of customize them, and there's quite a bit of them. They can really enable a character to be defensive or offensive, help their team, different kind of things like that that can actually like alter your playstyle quite heavily. As you guys know, I craft a lot of builds in Space Marine. As you guys know, I craft a lot of builds in the games I play, so So this is actually really important to me, but I'll have this link down in the description as well as the video, so you guys can like check out, you know, some of the other customization options to expect. And yeah, let's move on. Next we have this one, check it out. Tone down your expectations for the new enemy. Overhype can only lead to disappointment, especially the new enemy aspect. I've already read speculation, orcs, necrons, etc. New enemy does not mean new faction, it's probably about new units, maybe even elites and bosses for existing enemies. If the creators want to add a completely new race, they would probably do it as part of a story expansion and after paying for an additional license from GW. So I actually agree with OP on this one. I don't think there's a such thing as overhype in this game, because I think the game is actually going to do extremely well. I don't see this game doing anything less than like amazing, possibly a game of the year contender if I'm being honest. But I will say there's no reason why they would label it as new enemy. I'll show you what they're talking about on screen now. Basically during the like 1 year plan, they have revealed that they're going to be adding a couple of new enemies. And a lot of players are speculating it's going to be orcs, it's going to be necrons, a whole new faction. While the team is, in my opinion, actually giving us quite a bit to like play with here, because like we're getting a lot of content on top of, you know, the base box price and then all the updates and everything. We're getting a lot, right? But adding a whole new faction, that's a lot in my opinion. I think that's too much. So I don't think they'll be adding a new faction. They would say new faction, which makes sense. And it makes sense that they don't add more like individual factions, because that in my opinion is like a pretty big thing to add, and that's going to be like for a whole new story, just like the OP said. So it does make a lot of sense. Let me know what you think the new enemies are. They're probably going to be just some one-off enemy that's going to add to the game, but not necessarily something to add a whole new faction. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Anyways guys, that's going to be a little bit of a short one for you. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, anything about Warhammer Space Marines 2, feel free to leave it down in the comments, especially on anything we touched base on in this video. I'll be answering every single one of them, and I'll probably even use it in the next video. Don't forget to check out the giveaway, not only in the like YouTube description, but also in the Discord. We'd love to have you guys here. We're going to be playing a lot of Space Marines 2, so love to have you guys jump in and play with us. And yeah, just like that, I'll see you in the next Space Marine 2 video very soon.